Hello everybody, welcome back for some more Ape Escape 3. So, last time we beat up Yellow, this time we're heading on to Mount Amazing. And I'm kind of confused about how far in the game I'm in. Because I was getting a little curious again. I was like, I gotta be at least somewhat decently far. I've done 2 videos worth and I've done like, I don't know, 20-some parts. 2 parts, 2 videos, 2 parts. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Regardless of what I'm trying to get at, I've done 2 45-minute sessions. And for some reason, I was watching like... Not really for some reason, but the for some reason part will come up soon. But the thing I was watching was, just to get an idea of how long in I am so far. Was I was watching like, a full game playthrough of it. And somehow, this motherfucker was 40 minutes in... And somehow got to, like, I think, the Dark City level shit. And I'm thinking, wait, hold on. I am nowhere even near that. How the hell is he that far in the game? When in 40 minutes, that's probably a good chunk of, like, maybe half the game or something. I don't know. It's like, holy shit balls. Unless I just missed something or there's, like, a way I can go to different worlds that I've been doing now, or maybe different versions have different playthroughs. I don't know. Regardless of what has been happening, it still poses the question of how the fuck far am I at this point? Because even I don't know. And where'd that monkey go? I have no clue. We need car for this. I'm going to assume there's... I know I keep saying monkey, but I assume there's probably an ape. Yeah. An easy catch, though, not going to lie, because at least then he just pops out in one hole and doesn't have like another side he can just show up from. Which is very, very nice to have that. This is going to be one of those I'm going to have to shoot, aren't I? Which, I don't think it's a bad idea to... Oh, I don't have any other ammo. Okay, yeah, I don't... I might have to use the slingshot for the ape that was on the wall, but I don't know where... I don't know where it's hiding at. I think it might just be way up here. Honestly. Something else I want to mention is because of how my PS2 is all the time, because it took me a good, 15 minutes or so just to get the damn thing to start up again. Or not just start up, but to get the game to actually load in and I can play it. I had to, of course, grab some alcohol thingy and then put that on and use that to get the laser to read my damn disc. And that was really infuriating, and I have to keep doing that pretty much every time. I'm thinking... either tonight or whenever I decide to do it. Possibly just saying screw it. And going through all of Ape Escape 3. Or at least a good measurable chunk of Ape Escape 3. And using that as fodder for, uploads and stuff. Either you guys will get to see all of them in one go. Or you'll get to see what I've been doing with the 2-2-2 thing that I have been doing. This video obviously comes after... I say obviously, but you guys wouldn't know that. But it comes after I've done AI Limit, so... And if I remember correctly, I should have Uncharted, I think, uploading around the same day this is, so... That's why I'll be doing it for a bit there. I don't think you need to use anything to get across, but, well... Hula Hoop would probably work best, to be fair. But I'm not going to lie, I mean, to be honest, like, this would probably... Well, yeah, I mean, it still counts as an... Oh my fucking god, dude. Still counts as an attack. You know what, at this point, I might as well just go into... somebody or something, so I can stop these fuckers from hitting me all the time. Because it's getting really old with this shit. This is why 100% was going to suck ass if I decided to do it, because I'd have to deal with all these guys again. Damn it. There we go. So I was looking up stuff. I was curious. Like, are there any Ape Escape-like games? Are there any games that do play similar to this? Like, the only one I can think of, and I remember seeing it was coming out, and I was like, okay, that one looks potentially close to it, was Bakeru, but that one is only really, I think, close in the idea of Ape Escape because of how it looks. And to be quite frank, it looks kind of like Goemon a bit too. I mean, it's not exact one-for-one Ape Escape, but it's close. People were mentioning Bugsnax, even though it's first person. But I guess what I want out of an Ape Escape like is something that is a thing where you use different gadgets to catch different thingies, and those different thingies are kind of like your MacGuffin, I guess. But then again, like, that's kind of a hard thing, because in all reality, I mean, the closest thing you're going to get to Ape Escape is just regular run-of-the-mill collectathons, I guess, because that theoretically would probably be close to the same type of mechanic. Sometimes you have to use an invisible cap to go get a Power Star in Mario 64. Or you gotta switch to a certain Kong in DK 64. Or in Hat in Time, maybe use a different hat. Never really got far enough in Hat in Time to know, but you get the picture. I don't know what it is about Ape that just has like a different feel to it. There's something there that just screams, this is not a regular collectathon game. This is much different than that. There's something here that, for some reason, cannot be replicated enough. And that's the annoying thing, though, is you got a game that usually is, you know, really damn solid and really good, but then it also comes with that curse where it's so good that it can't even just be replicated, and at that point, that sucks. But the thing is, too, you do have a lot of good games out there that unfortunately do get replicated to the point where it's just exhausting seeing the same type of game over and over and over again. However, there are cases where, you know, say for example, Metroidvanias, right? You know, there's just tons and tons of them out there, but at the very least, you know, you can still make a very good, solid Metroidvania. So it's not impossible. I guess the ones that I feel like do get kind of exhausting probably are, for me personally, Battle Royales and just looter-shooter stuff, I feel. That's when I start getting kind of just tired of the same things. Okay, so most likely they probably want you to probably use the sky thing here, because that can happen. I could use it. I mean, it could work. I just don't know why the camera is just not being nice right now. I have no idea why it's just... I don't know. It's pulling a DK64 on my ass. I mean, I could just do this. That usually is one good way to get the camera to work best. But yeah, you have to use the sky thing here anyway to get this. 3 lives. I forgot that I think when you turn off the game, I believe it deletes all your lives. And look, it even shows me the number of lives I have on the back of my shirt. I'm just kidding. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Actually, now I think about it, I have no idea. We can get more lives. And come to think of it, I do think that we probably actually had 3 the whole time. Or 2. I mean, I think we probably did have 2 the whole time. I just never ended up getting a life or losing one. So... But either way, I do think that at least Ape Escape 2, I believe, if I remember correctly, does get rid of your lives upon reset. So... Which is kind of annoying. Not gonna lie. Just one of those minute things that just bug me a little bit. Or it's like, I mean, for a game that actually, even though these aren't really entirely difficult, it is really obnoxious whenever you get to say like a final boss level or something, and then you forget to save, or just decided not to save for whatever reason. Like I do. Where it's like, yeah, I don't really care, and I'll save later. And then you do that, and then you wind up realizing right after, you're like, oh shit. Like, I got 1 life left, and then you die, and then it's gone, and then you're screwed, and then you're, you know, left scratching your head like, why did I do that for? It was very silly of me. And I've had that happen, actually. I think that was back in 2. I think I got to Spectre area or whatever, and then I end up dying or something like that, or close to the final area. Might have been. I think it was one of the space levels. I ended up getting like a game over, and I'm like, ugh, I really need to start saving the game. Like way more than what I'm doing now. I know there's an ape right there, but it's fine. Other news, I got to play some Gears of War Reloaded. If anybody cares to hear that at all. I played the multiplayer. I never did play the multiplayer of Gears of War back in the day that I know of. One of my friends from school had it, and I would go to his house, and we'd sometimes play like co-op together, but not very much. It was either that or Halo, and then I think Gears had like an offline, you know, deathmatch thing you could do, I think. Which we believe we played that. Or at least Horde. I think it was Horde mode that we played instead, actually. Either way, I didn't really play multiplayer, so... Because I didn't have an Xbox back then. There. Thank God. And I did buy Gears of War, quite a few of them, much, much later in life. When I got an Xbox One for the first time, I did eventually cave in and buy, like, 1, 2, 3, I think I got 4 somewhere. 4, I've got the Gears of War Rare Replay collection, too. So I have the Ultimate Gears of War 1 version. And I also have, coming in pretty soon, Gears of War 5, because I bought it on Amazon because I was buying, just, you know, I was buying clothes and shit, because I needed some. And then I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll buy a game with it. It's like $10. I'm like, yeah, okay. We grabbed Gears 5, I guess. Which is still baffling that they ended up calling it Gears instead of just Gears of War. But I guess one of the reasons being is probably most likely because at the time, people just kind of got used to what it was. We all just sort of knew what Gears was. It's funny, I just said fuck the hula hoop shit, just do this. Also, I've noticed that these bastards are starting to get a lot more aggressive now. The apes, I mean, they're starting to really just kind of be more angry and not really want to get grabbed, I guess. This is a very Spyro 3 looking ass level. Maybe even 3. Definitely 3. Alright, looks like we have different rooms with different potential bosses or something of the sort. And what do you know? I need the ninja. For just even this room itself, too. So, great. Gotta wait for that to pop back up. Alright, let's wait, I guess. But yeah, I got to play the multiplayer, like an actual multiplayer match, you know, that I get to play. And not only that, but I'm in control of pretty much everything with it. And I got to play a multiplayer match, and at first I was like, this is fucking rough, like, I can't do this. And it's based on, I'm pretty sure, the original multiplayer, like how it used to be. And so I was so confused as to why we were only allowed, you know, just the main 2 weapons, like a machine gun and a shotgun. It was taking me a bit to kind of get used to that, because I've never really played, you know, Gears of War multiplayer. I always assumed, it would be closer in regard to, like, I know this sounds stupid, but maybe closer in regard to, like, Halo, or not Halo, but COD, back then, where you could have, like, a loadout or whatever. And then I kind of got used to it, and I was like, alright, this is decent, I kind of like it. It's a little tough. I mean, oh my god, at first, though, it was really tough, because I was like, damn, like, people, just constant shotguns, constant snipers, just everywhere, and it just felt to me like the machine gun was just not doing it. Like, I could not do shit with the assault rifle. And then next thing I know, well, I just don't get so close to people. And then I started getting used to the maps, and like I said, just getting used to the game as a whole, and I quite enjoyed it a little bit, but not to the point where I'm just going to drop everything I'm doing just to play that as a multiplayer. The last really good multiplayer I really got into, was recently wise, would be Night Rain. Elden Ring Night Rain. That's the last true one I really like to play. But then again, you know, people might say, well, that doesn't count as much multiplayer because it's not a first-person shooter. It's not a shooter to some regard. But the last shooter I think I got into might have just been either Apex Legends or Overwatch 2. Marvel Rivals, actually. I forgot. I played that game too. I would say Marvel Rivals. So, yeah, I'm kind of dumb. How the fuck do we do this? Well, I better be able to break blocks or something. I don't know, because what? Wait, how did I do that? Yeah, how the fuck did I do that? Click the sticks outward? That's weird. Yeah, because like if you move the sticks away from each other, it jumps. This is the most strange control thing I've had to do in a while. I don't know how to explain it, but it's not... It's very weird. I don't remember ever going in here, actually, ever, once. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Can I just fucking get through this shit without having too much trouble? Jesus Christ. I'm kind of curious as to what a speedrun would be like for this, because holy mother fuck. Ugh. This is... It's very brain taxing. Let me just say that. Which I know sounds strange, because it's like, well, just hold back and then go up. Okay, it's really not that bad. I'm just making a fool of myself here. Still, though, I wish we could just lock the fuck on. Like, just actually lock on, lock on. Either way, I made it, and I'm going to get one ape out of this. Which is going to be irritating that I'm stuck with just the one and not get, like, you know, 3 of them. For the effort I put into getting this bastard. Because holy mother of cock, that was annoying. Okay, 7 left, folks. 7 of them left. Thank God for sonar, though, because if I didn't have that, I'd probably have a lot more harder time playing this game. Although sonar doesn't really, at least in 2, it doesn't really work if you're too far. If you're like 2 screens away, then it will just be like, I don't know where it's at. You're kind of on your own, buddy. And then you're like, okay, you walk 1 screen, and then it just is like, okay, cool, I'm there. This is a weird level, though. Weird, I guess, in terms of Ape Escape. It's very... Go here, and then you can get a monkey. Go here, you can get a monkey. You know, that kind of thing. Okay, just gonna straight up burn out, I guess. That's nice. And I don't think you get much if you do happen to get good laps. I don't think there's any real rewards. There's also about... It looks to be 5 whole apes here to go catch. So, at least I got my dream to come true. But one thing I could always do, it's a little cheap, but just kind of sit back and let them come toward me and then hit them. But honestly, I don't know if I'm going to really want to catch all 5 because this is going to be really, really obnoxious to do. However, there's this. So... And hey, there's at least 2 there. So that's pretty cool. 1 on the ground, I guess. Yeah, you can actually sneak up on them, by the way. I just never do it. What's actually back here? Probably where you fall down from. Yeah, probably. Still, though, that's 2. And that might be the 2 that were stationary in the map itself. So, maybe. That's very, very possible. Yeah, going back to the whole, if I do all of Ape Escape 3 tonight or something, or soonish, you guys probably theoretically won't see all of them at once, but there is a chance that I might just say screw it and upload them all together, and then, or, you know, in a row. But I'm afraid that people are going to get kind of tired of that, and just be like, wow, man, like, do something else, please. Oh yeah, you take fall damage. There's probably, actually, I think there's a hidden monkey in here, but you need the banana suit to get it. And look, that dumbass just basically crashed out, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, those were the 2 stationaries. Huh. I'll be damned. Alright. And the cool thing is, the lap time does keep your time when you jump out of the car. I think that's quite neat. Fucking A. This thing's about to just get completely destroyed. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that you gain from doing laps, but I don't know. Also, I did a go-kart thing was it last year or a couple of years ago? And it actually had a track kind of like this. With these, the loop track thing. It's pretty neat. God damn, just die. Like fucking A. There. Uki X. I think that could be a reference to Speed Racer, but I'm not sure. Never really watched Speed Racer growing up, so I don't know. You know what? Fuck this. We're turning around. Like, what's the point of even bother? Like, I'm just gonna turn around a bit, let them come to me, and then go chase them down that way instead. One problem, though, is can I catch them coming toward me? I mean, I can, but how much trouble are they going to give me when they get away? At least if you hit them once, I think it causes them to maybe slow down. So I can maybe use that to my advantage. Okay, that just does nothing. Okay, yeah, it's just right stick only, though. Ugh, I hate this. It's not impossible to control, I just... Yeah, well, I don't like doing the racing things. That's all there is to it. Oh, for fuck's sake. And the annoying part is, too, it takes about 3 hits to destroy a car. Which I think is just ridiculous, though. I think 2 is just enough. Oh my god, and you go fucking flying when you hit things, too. Jesus. This game can't be any more normal. Or not normal in this case. Yeah, once again, I'm either better off just waiting for him to come back and then catch him that way, or just actually chase him down. Because he's on his last legs, so... And to be fair, also, getting these 5 might actually be more worth it than making it seem. Like, who knows? There's always a possibility that if I go out of my way to go grab, say, I don't know, go to a different area and just go grab them, there's, like, always a chance that if I go to a completely different spot, they're going to be even more annoying to deal with. There. Fucking A, dude. Now, I could probably just leave the level and then reset that way, but I think we're close enough to the thing. I could probably do that. Like, I'm pretty sure we're close enough. Or not, I'll just fall off and die and let that just maybe give me a way back. Because I don't think it kills you. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, great. Well, why can't I just... Wait. Choose morph. Oh, cool. Why can't I just have an exit level? Unless this takes me back to... Yeah, never mind. I'm stupid. I forgot. This takes you back to the beginning. Goddamn, I'm dumb. Alright, cool. Well, the car one's done. The giant robot baby is done. Because that's what it basically is, pretty much was, back in 2, was just a giant robot baby thing. So, there's that. That's done with, thank God. And there's just a... I'm not gonna lie, my brain was thinking things that it should not have been thinking. Not that I wanted to fuck the monkey. It's not even that. It has nothing to do with anything sexual whatsoever. I just had, gore pop my head. I really kind of want to come back here and just fuck with these monkeys and just... Yeah, like, I should have came in here first and caught them instead. I did not realize... For fuck's sake. I still don't really exactly fully know how you're supposed to catch when they do this shit. Like, I always assumed that just going for an attack, or I guess in this case, pissing them off enough would be enough to didn't react. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not satisfied with that one bit. I wasted all that time getting the damn car when I could just come in here and just did all that shit instead. But hey, if I ever 100% the game, then good, because then, yeah, I could just come back here and do all that fun stuff again. I have an easier time when I come back, so. Alright, I think we're going to the Titanic one. Don't remember this one dead offhand, though, but hey. We'll see what we can get, I guess. Alright, you want to know how much of a fat fuck I am right now? I just cooked up like a couple burritos. Just, you know, snack burritos. Yes, you heard me. A couple. And, I mean, I can handle it, you know. I'm a big enough guy. I can, you know, work it back off. It's not a big deal. It's just, it's funny that I'm over here and I just had those. I feel pretty full, you know. I'm not hungry or anything. I haven't really eaten much today anyway, but still. What I find hilarious is I'm over here thinking about going to get Taco Bell. Because it's like, oh, it's like 9 o'clock at night. You know what? Fuck it. I don't know why, but I just want Taco Bell. And it's like, no, you don't. I could do it, but if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it after I get done with all my recording stuff. Because I'm not recording after I've eaten Taco Bell. Because that is just, that's a death sentence. My body will explode while I do it. It's terrible. I don't even remember this goddamn level, to be fair. Hell, I don't even remember the last level. Am I even playing the same game at this point? Actually, kind of think, I think every Spectre TV has a monkey inside, I think, that you can collect later. Potentially. Well, you know what? It's on ice. I don't have to go in the water. So, it could be worse. I could actually have to go and catch monkeys in the water while I'm doing this. Also, speaking of Ape Escape, I was looking up, well, at first I saw MGS3 Remake Delta. I was watching the Bomberman one, and I was like, God damn, that looks fun as fuck to do. You know what's kind of annoying, though, is I've beaten MGS1, but I've never beaten 2 or 3, or even 4. But then again, I don't want to go beat 4, because that's just a whole-ass movie, and I don't want to sit there watching it all the time. Not that it's a bad movie, but I'm more interested in the game, and I'm not a big Metal Gear guy, so that kind of happens. Regardless, I ended up seeing the, you know, the Ape Escape one. I've seen that before, of course, in MGS3. I've known about it for a long time. Never got to that part, though, either, because I'm a loser. It's never, like I said, I never really beat MGS3 before. I always kept trying to play it, and then just could never get myself to get good enough at it. I would always get to, I think, the first main boss, and then just be like, wow, I fucking suck. And then, yeah, I know, it is absolutely 100% a skill issue. Because MGS games, I don't think they're known to be that hard. I'm just so lazy and stupid and all that. But regardless, I was like, fuck, you know, it would be kind of fun to even just do the MGS3 apes mission thing. And that's a fucking death, which means I'm probably going to restart the entire fight again. How many lives do I even have? 2. Okay, I didn't see it. I didn't see it down there on the bottom left. So, I know how to fight these. It's just a matter of actually doing it. But is there a tank in here? I don't think so. Oh yeah, I don't have stuff. I kind of do find it really annoying that he just can suck you straight up and just do that. It feels like there's just no defense against it. Except for the fact that I was a knight and somehow that got rid of all the damage from it, I guess. I have no idea why or how. Fucker. Yeah, I'm not sure if attacking a specific part is a weakness or not. I don't think it is. I don't think that was ever the case. God damn, how fucking long does it take to kill you? Like, good lord. I think I think it only works if I had to guess. If you're not in night form, I think you have to attack the wind-up keys. Poof. Was there 2 of them? There might have been that time. I don't know. I didn't... It looked like... It said there's 2, so I'm guessing most likely that was probably the case. Should have transformed... Should have de-transformed before I picked everything up. Oh well, just a bad habit. And this was, I think, one of those ones where either we're going to use Hula Hoop or maybe Ninja to get across, but... I think Ninja would probably work. Because Ninja, I think, does kind of give you probably close to enough speed like Hula Hoop does. Maybe. Okay, I was just checking if there's anything there. There's somebody's pants. Oh, I see. I was like, that's kind of interesting. Oh, he's gone. I can get his pants back. Later. It's also kind of funny how the pants just stay there. They don't even disappear either. Even though I did catch the monkey. Oh, God. One of those slip and fall ones. And, of course, we got this asshole. Who's probably going to give me the most fucking trouble known to man. 4 left. I do want that one because it's just right there, too. But they're going to keep jumping across. And it's going to make it really obnoxious to do this. I could have sworn there was like a thing I can use, like a gadget maybe to do all this, but I don't think so. If I'm lucky... Okay. There's a lot of Uki. But then again, I think that was another thing that was back in original Ape Escapes on like the Japanese release. I believe they were mostly named Ukis. And then for some reason here, either PAL or US version, I'm not sure, I think changed it to where they kept the Japanese names. Some games do that from time to time, but... Okay. Well, then where the fuck are they? Where am I supposed to go back to? I'm confused. I'm not confused no more. I didn't see that. That would explain everything. Now, granted, I think if you want monkeys to kind of reappear, I think you have to... Like, if you're trying to get them caught on camera, I think you have to, like, run out of the map and then... Oh my fucking god, no he's not. That's bullshit. Like, I have to run away or at the very least just go hide somewhere. There we go, finally. No reason to get those, besides for the fun of it. Also, this whole bullshit of, like, knocking your stuff out is really annoying. Jollymon. And as I figured, no monkeys. But hey, an extra life is actually... Honestly, there is one monkey! Good, fucking A. I was hoping so. One goddamn more. And what do you know? Perfect. Rammy, look at that. That makes me want to play some Guilty Gear. Also, I think I might have got the game volume up just a tad too high the whole time. I think it's fine. It's probably not that bad, but still. Speaking of Rammy, or I should say Ram from Guilty Gear, I want to do potentially more BTS content soon. Maybe. And that's a huge, 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 huge maybe. Either I re-continue with Dragon Ball and finish that up, which, again, there's no need to finish anything. It's just more so like, do I want to, do I not want to? That kind of thing. We now have the Genie Dancer. So, this one, Yumi also gets it. Essentially, it's just a thing where you can... I forget how to control it. There it is. You hold the right stick, And the genie will move toward where you want him to. And these fucking sand pits won't stop. So he'll move where you want him to. And then he can... Well, you catch the monkey, but... I think he, like, attacks and stuff, and it's really nice. It's an okay transformation, although, I'm gonna be honest, not my favorite, though. And it kind of makes me want to play Shantae a little bit. That's another series I've never actually beaten or gotten really into, either. Like, I wanted to get Pirate's Curse, and I think I did at one point get it. I don't remember. I have Risky's Revenge, and I have the first ever one on the Game Boy one. I have it on 3DS. That's where I got that. I don't have the actual original Game Boy version. Oh my fucking lord! These quicksand fucking pits. What's the thing called from Star Wars? Scarlet Pit? Something like that? I forget. You know what kind of sucks though? Is like I'm a sort of half Star Wars fan. Like, I like a lot of Star Wars stuff, but I feel like there's just so much Star Wars stuff that is unfortunately just ass. And I don't like that concept one bit. It makes me very upset that they would fucking ruin things. I forget how you're supposed to do this. I don't remember, dude. I feel stupid, because it's like, what other buttons are there to do? Because that's the capture command, and left stick does that. I could try both sticks, but even that don't work. You know, I should have done the training to realize how to... Well... Because it looked like she just said, like, oh yeah, just use the genie. But hold on, let me reread that again one more time. Move him around with the right analog stick, yes. See? Like, just moving him around is enough to get monkeys to appear. Or to come out of their hide-hos. So, why is it just not working? Am I dumb? Maybe? No, I am just fucking stupid, aren't I? I don't know anymore. I give up. There's no buttons I can just press that will just get it to work. Yeah. I really should have done the training thing then, huh? Fucking A, okay. That's one of the few times where that actually does work against me, I feel. Well, I could do car. I don't think genie works for that. It might. You know, I might be able to use the genie for that, but even then, I don't know. Also, if you're wondering, like, why do you have, like, certain things equipped to certain stuff all the time? Like, why is it that triangle's always your baton and your net's always on X? It's just, that was the default for a while, like, for everything, and I just kind of stuck with it. And square is usually... Circle is typically my sonar, and square is usually just the extra, like, slingshot, race, you know, the RC car, hula hoop, and just about everything that requires some type of movement. I don't know why, it just ended up being that way. Oh my god. Way to go that far down? This ought to be interesting. Well, let's go inside the pyramid instead, because I think I'd rather just do that. It's like, just get this feeling that there's going to be quite a bit of monkeys in there. Don't correct me on monkey. I know they're apes, but it's a habit. You know, it happens. Just what it is. I forgot that Aladdin on... What was it, Genesis? I think it was? But they had, like, that Disney collection, which came with the Aladdin game, that people really, really like. And with, I think, the Lion King game that people like, but fucking despise with how hard it is. I think it was called the Disney Afternoon Collection, I think. Sounds about right. Whenever I see flying carpets, I immediately think of Aladdin, so... Alright. I think this is one of those ones where it probably would work if I had used both characters here. So, like, Genie and me doing our own thing here. Maybe. If that fucker would ever actually move and do anything with me. There. So, like, I understand how that works. I just don't know why I can't get him to sing and dance. You know? I can't do it. I wonder what that's a parody of. I don't remember if they have a Star Wars parody in this game. They might. Game, please, catch the bitch. Fucking A. And also, yes, he counts as one. Luckily, he doesn't really move, it seems. So, that's actually kind of cool. Hold on, I'm not done here yet. I don't give a flying fuck if a giant boulder's coming my way or not. I've got things to collect. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, that's like a money steal guy, right? I think. Where bro just takes your money and runs off with it. Also, we'll finish this level, and then I'll call it an episode. Yes, I hate doing that, but it is gonna have to be what it is. I'm gonna take a wild guess. And as I figured... Oh my lord, there's multiple paths. Ugh. I don't want to do that. Oh, don't get me wrong, like, you know, I don't mind multiple paths in my linear games or whatever, it's just... I'm just trying to get out of this fucking rock area. And then I found one area, and I was like, god damn it, now there's another one. And it's like, fuck me, dude. Unless they're dead ends. They always could be. I'm not really sure. Regardless, let's just go do stuff, I guess. Oh, well, what do you know? It ain't even a fork in the road. It's just literally just a dead end. Okay, that was weird. I thought I caught him, but I guess I didn't. Like, it looked like I got him for a second there, but... apparently not. Oh, for fuck's sake, just... enough! Jeez, man. Now, I was talking about the length of the game earlier, and honestly, okay, you know what? Actually, now that I think about it, I think the reason why it took somebody like 8 hours to beat this is because I believe they probably played both characters. So that would probably explain why that was so long. Yeah, in terms of length, also I think this is still like an indie level, right? I remember this from one of them being an area where they I think he shoots that guy or whatever. Anywho, so I think that most likely I'm probably getting the length kind of wrong here, because I mean it can't be that fucking long to do just a regular run-of-the-mill campaign of Ape Escape 3, for God's sakes. I don't think 10 hours or so, or 8 to 10 hours is just the normal length of this game. I don't think so. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. No wonder it takes 8 hours to beat this shit, because these bastards really make it difficult. Also, getting Overwatch 1 flashbacks from this. There's like a map in Overwatch 1 I remember that looked like this, kind of. And of course, the obvious ones like Kingdom Hearts, you know, Aladdin stuff. Even Uncharted 3 has like a bizarre area you go to, Bazaar. Never sure if I say that right or not, but... Ow! Dick. I never actually been to one, though. I don't really go much places, I guess, but still. It'd be kind of neat-ish in real life. Okay, so there's... I'm going to assume probably no monkeys down here. At the very least, maybe probably just in that little house thing over here. Maybe? I don't know. Well, there's definitely a button. Both got their doors just wide open. I mean, I know it's a platformer game, but still. I think that Genie can also be used to go get stuff from afar, too, which I think that's what they're trying to tell me here. Never mind, they're not. No, it's just one of those where you kind of have to avoid obstacles, so... Hopefully there's no apes down there. I don't think there was. I can check. Genghismon. I mean, because he's just... I don't know... Up there, I guess? I might have to go back. Yeah, because I think I know what that's at, too. I have a funky, monkey feeling that I know where that's going to be. It's also probably like the longest Ape Escape video we've done so far. And I wouldn't be surprised if this was not the only longest one we've done so far. And if we had to fight one of the Freaky Monkey 5, what are they called again? Then that's gonna suck. That's gonna make it like an hour long too. And it's like, geez, man. I don't think we can go up, you know, up these buildings like on top of them. I don't think so. Now, normally, if I was doing like a normal Let's Play, I would probably end the video here because, you know, it's 45 minutes, all that stuff, but I'm not normal, so you guys get to see a lot more content for you Ape Escape lovers. You guys get to see me play Ape Escape for just a tad bit longer. These platforms remind me of Onimusha 3, weirdly enough. Like that castle area. I don't know how to explain it, but there's a specific part of the castle area that just looks slightly like that almost in my own head, and yeah, once again, I don't know how to explain it, but it makes sense to me. And that's what matters most. I'm guessing this is probably the main area then. Because usually every level has at least one big main area that you can go to. At least that's what I call them. So, technically you could just say hub. And now I'm getting Twilight Princess vibes, too. Which is crazy, because get this, just today, my brother bought himself a copy of Twilight Princess on GameCube, finally. He just said, fuck it, I'm getting it. I was like, alright, you know, hey, if you're gonna do it, you better do it. And he said, fuck it, whatever, I'm just gonna do it. Or somebody else gets it. Yeah. He wanted that one really bad, because he's a, you know, big fan of Twilight Princess. I actually considered doing Twilight Princess at one point. But, why is this not working? No, like, it's just straight up just not working. Like, why can't I do anything about him? Why are you not allowed to attack? What the fuck are you doing wrong? Like, he's not moving, he's not doing shit. Am I missing something? Is there something I just did not understand about this tutorial whatsoever? Like, I don't understand. What the fuck? What button am I supposed to be pressing? I'm gonna look this up. Yeah, mid-video, too. I'm gonna look this shit up, because this is gonna bother me. Because I'm clearly missing something here. I don't know what the fucking controls for this bastard is. And rotate... Oh my fucking god, are you kidding me? It was spin around. Why did I not... I did not even think about that. Even... Oh my fucking god, I'm stupid as shit. I am so fucking dumb. Never thought to do that. My god. I am that bad. Yeah, I'll go ahead and, you know, stop soon. Give me one sec here. Okay. And, of course, exactly what I thought it would be. Just the worst time to show up. 50 minutes into recording, and now I gotta go fight Monkey Pink. God damn it. Alright. Not gonna lie to you guys. Monkey Pink is not a favorite of mine. in the slightest. Never been a fan of her fights. And I feel like this is going to be another case of definitely not a fan of this fight. Not really sure if we have to use Genie or not. But honestly, we probably do. The songs are neat though. I'll give them that. Also, I think we might just have armor while we're in transformation. Maybe. It feels like we would. I don't think we need to be transformed for this, actually. I mean, we can, but I don't think it matters if we play Genie or not. I don't think it changes much. We can play Ninja. Get some speed. Because I don't think that doing the dance really helps. Because I think you're supposed to just be fast. Maybe. Ah, to fuck with it. I guess Genie probably would be the best answer then. Maybe I was wrong. Who knows? I'm just so easily confused about everything, it seems. And luckily, after a while, enemies will drop. Thank God for this. But they will eventually drop stuff for you. Like, you know, cookies. Well, this is going to suck dick, isn't it? That turns into goth pink. I get the appeal, it's just that, of, you know, her fights, I guess. It's just, she's always been a fucking bastard. You know? That's what I think gets me, though, is like, she's such an asshole to fight sometimes, I feel. And, yeah, we don't actually catch her, so there you go. Anyway, let's end off the episode, shall we? I'm going to save it after this one, too. I'm going to try to save it after every episode, just in case. But, yeah, so that will be pretty much it for this. And see you guys for the next episode when we end up playing more. I think we're probably like we got to be halfway through the game by now. We've done so many damn levels, we got to be at least halfway. Actually, you know what? Where is that damn gotcha thing at? Are we not allowed to do... Let's Gadget Trainer. Oh, the shopping area, that's right. You know what? We're already 50 minutes in. Why not just go buy some shit? A hobby shop. Let's go see what they got. Very cool. Okay. Why not? And we still got a lot of other things to do. Spin 'em and fling 'em. Playable minigame. Okay, very cool. Lucky photo. Oh, that's right, I forgot. You just gotta keep buying them over and over and over again. What's the books give me? Obviously, well, books. Learn how to use morphs. Contains hints on... Okay. So they're just gotcha books. Found a rare monkey. It's yours now. Oh, cool. But yeah, it looks like you just go through here and just you can buy stuff. Monkey mud. That's gotta... Yeah, I think that sells, obviously, items. Which that's gonna come in massive handy. Like, super handy. I'd say, if anything... Actually, you know what? We'll buy some of these for now. I'll buy a lucky ticket. Why not? Okay, well. I fucking tried. This is why I don't gamble. Okay. I would like to get a few lives. Just 2 for now, in case. In case the game fucks me somehow later on. Where it's like, oh. You know. Sorry. I'm talking for too long, apparently. Yeah, I'm just worried about getting fucked over. Like, if the save thing makes it to where if I reset my game, it just kicks me out of my lives and whatever. Anyway, that's it for this. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time for some more Ape Escape 3. And as always, take care, everybody.